Hello, hello, hello. I don't know why my camera does that. I don't know. We'll look into it. Might be the port it's plugged into. I'm not sure. How are you doing, everyone? I hope you're doing well. It's good to be back. It's been a week since we were able to stream. Um, we had a little vacation there. Audio check sounds all right. So we will take this out. We'll put it someplace safe. It's not safe at all. I have cats. There's no place that's safe. But yeah, we took ourselves a little vacation, and it was great. Um, got away from work, got away from home, only a couple days. Um, we ended up going to, it's stuck. Uh, went a couple states away. We went to Connecticut and we got to see a band that I really like in concert. And then we did a bunch of other silly stuff and went around and saw things and did stuff and just relaxed. And it was great. We were there Monday through Wednesday. So it's only a few days, but you know what? Even if you just take a couple days, it's worth it. It's totally worth it. My co-pilot, he missed me. One of the cats did. All the rest of the cats didn't even notice we were gone. But oh my, let me fix this real quick. I got my cord stuck in the. There we go. Cord was stuck under the chair. Unprofessional. That probably sounded like crap. Sorry. Oh, we still haven't completely solved the thumping problem. But and that air conditioner that I was so excited about being behind me and being super quiet is not. So, mm, not thrilled. Anywho, um, the band we went to see, I'm wearing the shirt that I got at the concert. It was really cool. Um, it's a band called Spacey Jane. Uh, they're like an indie band out of Australia. Found them a year or so ago, and really like them. And they were doing the Governor's Ball Festival in New York City, which I ain't going to. There is nothing about this that says New York City Festival. New. But they ended up doing smaller shows surrounding it and kind of a small North American tour. And I was like, holy crap. Um, Part of their fan club. So I got the notification when they scheduled the shows. And yeah, I bought the tickets the same day they sent the notification out. So had them for quite a while. But anywho, so that was fun. Oh, look, I got something here. Show you. Um, they had their new album, and it got signed by everybody in the band, so that was super cool. And I had a great time. So did Mrs. Rabbit. And that's all that matters. But we're back here now. Let's see, where are we? Obviously, we're in our base, but um, we made great use of that double XP weekend. We focused every single mission into crafting. We were originally at like 63 before we started really heavily focusing on it. We got up to 69, nice, before the double XP weekend, and the end result was in the high 80s here. I did log in, like I said, I got back Wednesday, Thursday, Thursday and Friday. I very rarely didn't play very much. Had a lot of other things to catch up on, so we didn't get too much done game wise, but we did do some. So we were up to 86, almost halfway through 87. What would I like? I'd like it to be 100. It feels real good to have this, to where I can't go this direction anymore, so I could see the ending line. But let's be real. What does this mean? Why am I doing it? Well, all of this stuff is great. Don't get me wrong, but my main focus is this item durability bonus. So when you make something, it's going to have a durability of 100. And if you have crafting skills, whatever your level is, you're going to get that as a percentage of bonus. So me being 86, I get plus 86%. So a person who has 0 skill will make something that has a durability of 100. Whereas if I make it, it's got a durability of 186, which is awesome. Is it? I mean, I was talking to my son about this. I could not tell you how long I've been flying this bird. I've had this thing for months, months, and it's not in that bad of shape for being months old. Yeah, I mean, she's lost some, but so your cockpit, your hull, they normally don't take any kind of damage. They take some, especially if you leave them out in the storms. This doesn't take any, but your engines, your generators, your thrusters or rockets, and especially your wings, they will take damage. So I have cycled the wings already, but I don't think. Yeah, it doesn't give you the number. I think if you take it off, like if you cut it off, it'll show you. But yeah, I mean, look at this. These numbers are high. So, to be honest, what am I really worried about here? Things don't break like they used to. Used to be really bad. It would be like your wings and your treads would wear out super fast in the early days, and they players complained, and I kind of felt the same way. They went far too quick. I think I'm gonna sneeze, but they went far too quick. So they kind of adjusted it back, made them a little less hurt when you do stuff. Might have gone a little too far because things just don't break in this game like they used to, or like they're supposed to be honest. I mean, the main reason I go out and collect stuff and materials is to build better things and fix them, but I don't have to do that anymore. I mean, you get level 50 crafting, and man, that thing's going to last forever. If you do testing stations or if you're dying often, you'll see some pretty quick uh, durability loss. I really get too risky on things, but it's something I want. So we're going to keep pushing. Not as hard as we were, especially once we hit like 90. I'm not going to care anymore, and we'll regulate it back to the same thing we did with combat. We hit combat up here, and you know what? To be honest with you, I get a 97% damage and 48. I mean, that extra 3%, is that really going to do that much? And the damage mitigation, 48%, 48.5% reduction versus 50. We're close enough to the point where that's it matters, but does it? This is huge, getting 5 bonus skill points, but yeah. So I'm gonna keep this going, and then once we hit 90, this stuff is great for the finding speeds and the improved augmented chance. The schematic doubling is super awesome. And that's the only reason that I'm willing to push it really to 100. Yeah, we should get that. What this basically means is chances twice as many permits when you learn a schematic. So if you get something, say you get albatross wings, and you learn that, you might get double the amounts. It's nothing to laugh about. Especially if you're going to be doing some high caliber stuff, uh, like grade 5 pieces of gear and Regis containers. Super awesome stuff. Hi. Do you want to come up here and say hi to everybody? Come on. There you go. What are you doing, my man? But maybe we will push it to 100. I think once we get around like the 96 area, we're not going to get too crazy with it anymore. Uh, Exploration and crafting are our next focuses. Exploration more than or crafting, gathering. Exploration more than gathering, although there is something good. I need you to get down so I can do stuff. Say goodbye to everybody. Okay? No, you don't want to get down? Just love me too much? I get it. I know. All right, well, he's staying here. Uh, so, under gathering, once you hit level 58, you get this, which is corpse compression. So, corpse volume is down to minus 50%. So, basically, you can carry twice as many or hold twice as many corpses as you can normally. Now, one of the issues with this is you got to be careful when you first get this skill. From that point on, anything you gather is going to be at the reduced level, but the stuff that you had before is still going to be the way it was. So, cat butt. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to go through, maybe use all the bodies that we have just to get everything clear, and then that way everything going forward is going to be under the compression thing. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but whatevs, you know. It's not, as far as I'm concerned, it's not enough to complain about. We're already pretty good on exploration. Everything else here, um, I mean, the backpack capacity is great, but level 59, I'm already cruising just fine. The volume's not the issue. The slots are more of a problem for me now. And as you can see, I've got to go pretty darn far before I get an increased row. There are 2 available. One's at the, very end. That's a lot of work. A whole lot of work, and this one's not even done yet. We'll need a couple double XP weekends before that's super cool. These would be nice as well. But yeah, so corpse compression is on the horizon, and then as much as we could put into exploration. But what I'll probably do is, like I said, I'll get this one close, 96, 97, same thing, and then we'll kind of back burner that guy, fit them in whenever we want to, because doing these missions this way is actually, it's kind of disheartening. I'm a huge fan of going to a place and doing multiple missions. You know, just knock out 2 or 3 each spot I go. With that double XP weekend, I was going and it was all 100% doing just one mission in one spot, finish it, out we go. That was terrible. It was heartbreaking, soul crushing towards the end there, but we got it done. Speaking of, let's take a look at our lands rad. It's ridiculous this week. Last week, commented that the Harkonnens had really kicked into gear and won themselves the lands rad, so kudos to them. And then this week they just said, nah, we're good. So it's cool that they got the vehicle vendor. Good on you. That's some crawler parts and some vehicle wings and such. So good job, guys. This week we've either got Honor of the Fallen, range damage is increased, refining contract, which refining times and repair costs are reduced by 75%. This is ridiculous. Some of the smaller things, like good luck trying to make welding wire. When you have this, you click on it, it's done. It's like, okay, here you go. Here's all of it. But, you know, the repair costs and refining time, so at least you can get this stuff done faster. I prefer the one that reduces the requirements. So, like, instead of 10,000 spice sand, you only need 7,500. So that's the 25% reduction. Whatever. Melee weapon damage increased by 33, so we got double damage increases. I do most of my dungeon work melee. So this is the one that I kind of prefer, but, you know, my combat skills are high enough. I don't really notice it. And I don't do levels beyond like 19, 20, so no point for me. Speaking of, we are going to be doing some more of the crafting stuff. So what do we have? Well, got House Hagal here, which I was super excited about. Set of albatross wings, and we got it. So yay. Don't need their swatch, so not pushing too hard for that. House Election just opened up within the last like 24 hours because it wasn't open yesterday. But it's got nothing really that good for us. Yeah. Maros, we've been working on. We'll get another Sandcrawler engine. Don't need it, but hey, it's decent. We need 3,000, so 3 more missions. Good to go. We're getting a little bit of a bonus since we lost last week. So that's another reason why this looks the way it does. But there's nothing really here. 10,000 Solari, I guess. But, and then, um, nothing here. So unfortunately, as far as Lands Rad rewards, we've already got one good one, and the other one, I mean, they're nothing we really would have liked. Would have loved to have seen another set of Sandcrawler treads, but is what it is. I looked at all the rest of this stuff. I didn't see anything all that impressive in any of it. I mean, you get to a certain point in a game like this where, you know, I got it. Like, Holtzman actuators, 50. Improved Holtzman actuator. Improved water tube. Don't get me wrong, if you're, just starting out or just getting to that point, these are great things. But I've been around a while. We're doing pretty good. I'm not even anywhere near it. Let's just go downstairs. Nah, I got a bunch. I don't need to flex. I got a bunch. So we're gonna pick up a couple Lance Rad missions under House Maros, 3 of them, and then we'll see where we want to go from there. And look, there's 3 right here. So I think what we're gonna do. By the way, I don't know if you guys can hear that. I've got a thunderstorm. It has been beautiful and sunny all day. We were outside. I was cleaning up the yard, some trimming work, burned a bunch of the sticks and some other stuff. And now I've got lightning and thunder. Last time that happened, we had a short stream. So I did not get battery backups yet for the internet and for the computer because I'm an idiot. Actually, I have one, but if I put it on the computer, it's not going to matter because the internet's going to drop. And if I put it on the internet, the computer will drop. So I'm going to lose either way. So I need 2. So I got to get another one. Right? It's stupid, isn't it? It's just dumb. Can you guys see him? Oh, yeah, he's under the microphone. It's just dumb, isn't it, buddy? He's doing fine back there. All right, so what we're going to do here is we got Blushing Cavern, I got the Wreck of the Tyche, and then we got Smuggler's Run. I'm going to pick up Smuggler's Run, and we're going to do it for House Maros. Hooray. And I'm going to pick up this Blushing Cavern one. We'll go ahead and accept that for House Maros as well. False Flag Strike is also in the Blushing Cavern. And we haven't done any other missions. We might throw this in, start getting back into the groove of knocking out multiple things since we're in decent shape. I think we're going to do that. Yeah, we're going to do that. And then, oh, buddy, you're fine. It's just lightning and thunder. Then we're going to pick up the Energy of the Future. And we're going to pick up the Sabotage aboard the Tyche. So we will get 2 of those. Really excited about this, honestly. It's so nice to get this stuff done. I have no idea what anybody here would want. I don't need any of these swatches, so you. And that's good. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to set up tracking on Smuggler's Run. We're ready to head out and do some Lands Rad stuff. But first, as far as our research goes, we continue to work on this. We have gotten everything in the iron section except this little guy right here. And trust me, it is not from a lack of not trying. Just won't drop. It is Mendia's hood, I believe is what it's called. So, but I know where to get it, and it's relatively easy to go after. So that is actually right here in a place called Miner's Watch, not far from our base. My waypoint is ruining it. There you go. Miner's Watch. So we're going to hit that real quick, see if we can get ourselves a hood. If we can, hooray. If not, oh well. And let's go. I know, but you know what? You won't go outside when it's raining because you're a pampered little dog. so there's no point in me even taking you. Can you believe this guy? Alright, so that's Miner's Watch right there. And this is especially, came in hard. This one's actually not so bad because some of these you gotta do some stuff, especially the ones that are out of chests and testing stations. But for this one, we can just, we can just go like this. And then, hey, excuse me, fellas. Sorry. Oh, this might be a problem. Well, it doesn't matter. We did not get the hood. It was, come on, set of pants in there. That's what I've done a whole bunch of times. And a whole bunch of times, I've not gotten the stupid hood. So we're going to head dead west. And we'll take a look. As you can see, there's my Mendius boots. Not what I need. Does anybody have the prices right? Look at all the homes. Hello, Mr. Worm. I like this, that when you hit that wall, it automatically engages your wings. Because before you would hit it and it would bring up that menu and then you would like slide down, make all sorts of noise. Why do I need that low level hood? Because I don't have it. That literally is it. I don't need it. I have absolutely no, I'm never going to use it. I won't even make it. I just don't like the fact that I've never gotten it. I mean, with a game like this, eventually you get to that point where gameplay wise, there's nothing for me to do. Unless it's new content that drops. So I gotta entertain myself somehow. Battlefield was a disappointment to me. So. I don't have anything else to do. Yeah, some big thunder, guys. Oh, man. But yeah, it's literally just to make it so that it's not a black square. That's the only reason. There's no achievement for it. I highly doubt in my real life if I had told anybody, hey, just to let you know, I've got all the iron schematics. It's not going to get me any bonus points. In fact, Mrs. Rabbit will probably laugh at me for it, but let's see. Let's make ourselves one of these, because that's the first step of this mission. In fact, we'll bring this up, as you can see here. So we've got everything here. That was pretty easy. I didn't struggle with any of that stuff. A lot of it I got my first run through. There were only a couple things that I had to fill in. I think it was the hollower suit because they all come from the same place. Oh no, it was Aaron's stuff because that comes from that little rocky outcropping above the crash ship, the big ship. So this took a little bit of effort, but you can see my totals aren't so bad. I got a bunch of these. The iron products I had a lot of, but not all. That's the only one I'm missing. Steel, we kind of, we played the game for steel in the steel tier, but we didn't collect everything. So got quite a bit to do there. And aluminum, same thing. By this time, we were just trying to get through the game. You know, we were just like, dude, this is awesome. Let's do this. I want to do this. And I was following the prompts and just burning through the content. Once we got to aluminum, we did a little better. Still missing quite a bit of stuff. And, sorry, aluminum is up here. Duraluminum, we played a lot more and did a lot more sensible things. We still got a lot of gaps. Plastanium, we're in pretty good shape. I mean, this also, some of the new stuff, because we haven't encountered that yet, has dropped in there. But yeah, we spent more time playing the game here than we did anything else. You're just now starting Landsrad? Um, that's awesome, actually. Once you get access to the Landsrad and you start actually doing that stuff, there are some really good materials and ways to expand and move through. Especially when you win and you start getting those bonuses, that'll be good. But don't worry. IP? I'm just saying IP because it's a bunch of letters. But don't worry, IP. Pretty soon you'll be at this point and be like, what else can I do? And then you'll be doing silly stuff like making sure you have all the schematics. Let's get off this bike. Well, that was the slowest, most deliberate. Normally I come flying off that thing. Perfect. Excuse me. We don't do this on the tread wheel. Not anymore. Not after that last day. Ugh. A little tight on vehicles. So I took the tread wheel apart. I still have it. And I just took it apart and put it in a box. The intent will be to get back to it. But we eventually will need to drive that thing and get better at it. I did notice improvement. It's funny because I was so bad at it. Just like literally anything was improvement. But I could feel it, you know. I could feel like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Don't turn so hard, do whatever. And it got a lot better. A little close to the wall there. Yep, I knew it. I felt it. Knew I was close. I was like, that's gonna hook me. The bongo music here. We want to turn? Thanks. Appreciate it. Not quite want to spin out that much. Mrs. Rabbit just, she's working right now. She just said it is pouring rain at her work. She's a little bit of ways from us. So we'll have to see. Hopefully everything doesn't just turn off. If it does, we will be off and will not come back. But I will do a follow-up stream if we don't get our 2 hours in here. And we're done. Yay, crazy music. And we're almost through there. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the Landsrad now. What do we get? Rare metals. We're down in that area, but I'm not going to bother doing it. We're going to knock these two out, and then we're going to pick this up. I'm going to go ahead and take this just now. But we're going to go here, and we're going to have fun with our friends down at the Blushing Cavern once again. I got to do those other two missions in order to, again, deliberate, to clear out enough space to get the other Wreck of the Tyche. Also something comical. Like I said, doing these missions, I'm getting tired of going to these places. It was nice that the new spot came in, but I'm running around a little more than I'd like. At this point, we're just trying to get things done, not go on a damn adventure every single time. But, yeah. But, still like going to the Wreck of the Tyche. Still an awesome place to go. It's not beer, it's wild cherry Pepsi. So we'll put that right there. Mix that up with the coffee, you know. How tough are the level 1 testing stations for someone just starting? The testing stations at level 1 aren't bad. It's going to tell you need at least duraluminum gear, which I would advise. But to be honest, the testing stations, the real challenges for them is learning specifically the boss patterns. The one that comes immediately to mind is the electric. where you're going to get more damage and more likely to get killed by the boss because the room electricity pattern changes, it switches around, and that's what caused you the problems. And if he does down you, you start outside and you have to do the whole thing all over again. The fire dungeon, knowing the different attack patterns where the boss is shooting, and then when the floor catches fire, and when you have to go up in the air, those are the things that are the problem. And your armor really doesn't help you with those. So, that's the fun part. It's learning the patterns. Once you learn the patterns, they become increasingly easy, even with like 0 level gear, if you know what I'm saying. Um, they aren't bad. Once you get like more advanced gear, once you get in like grade 2 or higher, which isn't hard, uh, they they aren't bad. But it's the patterns. It's learning the patterns. Once you've got that, you'll be fine. That's almost the situation with any game, if you think about it. That didn't work at all, so we're gonna have to set that up again. The issue with the testing stations, is the way they're built, is number one, I don't feel like as you increase the difficulty level, it doesn't make sense. You know, it seems like they get